Very nice. The elite's champagne lockdown. Look, one of the things I most hate about the left is the way they always question their opponents' motives. Conservatives aren't just wrong, they're morally inferior. I try to avoid doing that. But when you look at the sheer stupidity of the lockdowns now being imposed, driving people indoors, actually causing the virus to surge, you can only assume that Democrat lockdown leaders like Cuomo and Newsom are deliberately killing small businesses and that they've become addicted to control, even if it means killing people. The lockdowns aren't just the biggest public policy mistake in history. It's obvious now that they're lockdowns because they know the pain and death that they're causing, but are doing it anyway, are among the worst moral crimes in history, right up there with other atrocities committed in the name of a technocratic theory, like Stalin's collectivization of agriculture, which wiped out small farms and killed millions. Good, decent Americans have righteousness on their side when they fight back. And one of them joins us now, San Diego supervisor Jim Desmond. Jim, great to see you. You've really been leading the fight against these ridiculous lockdowns. I wanted to talk to you because this week in San Diego, I thought there's a really interesting court ruling that I think could be highly significant. It started with, I think, a pair of strip clubs, but it then went much broader. Tell us about it.
Well, it's a wacky world out here in California, but yes, 2 strip clubs had sued and actually got a temporary restraining order from the county and the state to be open. Well, they had a preliminary injunction hearing, and the judge ruled that and because there was no evidence, the state and county provided no evidence that proved that these strip clubs were spreading the cause of COVID or spreading COVID at all. So now, since they serve food, these strip clubs, all restaurants were included, that they could be open as well. And that was on Wednesday. On Thursday, the state filed an appeal. On Friday, they got an immediate stay put in place to where our restaurants had to close down. So they were open for like 2 days. The state came down and just immediately hammered on these businesses who went and hired employees, who went and ordered food, who did all of the right things they needed to do and were doing it safely and still got shut down.
But what's so interesting about that story is that the case was based on data. It was saying to the authorities, you don't have the data to show that your shutdown is warranted, and we have the data to show that actually we can operate safely. Seems to me this is a really strong template for lockdown rebellions elsewhere.
Well, and hopefully so, and hopefully we get an appeal heard soon. But it was 75 degrees today in San Diego County. People are going outdoors. Let's give them a safe place to go. It's a lot safer to go eat outside in some cases than in your own home. And people are going out anyway, primarily because Gavin Newsom has lost the faith and trust of the citizens of California when he went out to a dinner that it cost more than somebody's paycheck for a week. When he does things like that in this lockdown, he's tried that, and our numbers have kept going up. All of our businesses were closed, and our numbers are escalating. So the lockdown is not working. People aren't following it because they've lost the faith in the governor, and many businesses are joining the Recall Gavin push that's out there. And a lot of them, are Democratic businesses, vegan restaurants, and things like that, who probably have never, voted for a Republican. They're on board in this recall for Gavin Newsom.
Fantastic. Jim, that's really encouraging. Thanks for giving us the update. Let's stay in touch on this because I think it could be the start of something bigger that we want to see happen all across the country. Jim, thank you so much.
Happy to do so, Steve. Thanks.